Hello everybody, welcome to another daily dose of gaming news and all that good stuff. And as always, I also publish on Rumble, on the blogger site and as an archive post thingy there, and on Patreon for extra support. Anytime, any kind of updates I usually do on Twitter X. And today we got a day off regarding gameplay series. Tomorrow we'll resume with Jedi Survivor, and then afterwards Mutant Year Zero with Eden. Yesterday I did a live stream. I got a technical issue in the middle of the thing, just the screens went black and everything, but it was solved and the stream didn't crash. But yeah, we did Radeon, and then we did the catacombs in the area of Radeon afterwards, and I think we wrapped up there. It was a good stream. It basically finished up basically almost everything from Kaled Wilds in that area there, and I think I need to just check some NPC's quests to see if the conditions are all met, and I need to check the Rogier stuff because the guy died. I don't know what to do now. I think we got some Fia stuff to do and the D Hunter because we got some stuff from Rogier regarding D brother. Again, I got a lot of stuff to check before I do a stream, but I will try to do a stream today and see and try to plan out kind of the general direction that I want to go, because we got Ansel River from Leonie on the Lakes to go through, or you can go through directly to Altos Plateau, but I want to just check some things here and there to see the best way to go about things. But yeah, regarding everything else, I think just a quick reminder again. Complete the gameplay series I got already separated in 4K and 1080p in case you want to check them out, and of course got the active gameplay series. Yeah, let's go to the news. Again, Chip Wars continues. United States not making it easier for companies to do business, especially with China. They updated the implementation of additional export controls, which is basically bans and as such, and probably this is like I think 166 pages of updated things, updates and corrections here. Again, supposedly the 4090D might be affected on this and other stuff from NVIDIA and I think also from AMD. Because they basically put the thing, they had what they called a just peak performance, the APP. They cannot exceed now 70 teraflops of compute performance there. Before it was not that, it was a little bit higher, the ceiling. And supposedly the 4090D, which is already a cut down version of 4090, is around 73 and a half teraflops, and the H20, which is also a revised version from the NVIDIA kind of AI stuff there, accelerators, it's around 74 teraflops. Again, I think I mentioned this the last time we covered this kind of a thing. This will continue endlessly until some companies will say, stop, okay, we're just going to I don't know what they are going to do, but it will reach a breaking point, because now the government just does this correction here, then the companies, because China market is a huge market for this kind of chips, they will launch a new version with cut down APP stuff there, and then after a while the government will correct again. And this will go not endlessly, but it will start making even more. Will take more pressure, especially from the Chinese government. They already banned, in response to this, I think Intel, AMD, and NVIDIA, and no, Intel, AMD, and Microsoft stuff from their government things. So AMD and NVIDIA, I think. And Intel also, all anything chip related from their government computers, and they also banned, especially they're trying to enforce that on local governments, the Microsoft Windows, and I assume Microsoft Office stuff. they are basically banning, so there will be no revenue from those companies. In the end, the companies themselves are being affected here the most. Not that I'm pro corporation or anything like that, but yeah, this is in overall scheme of things. I really not sure how this is going to be handled. I don't know what they're going to do, especially with China. Even though this is not specifically to China, there is a lot of some Middle Eastern countries, countries, and South Asia countries also. They are being affected by these regulations here. But of course, the main one is China because it's the biggest market that they have basically in the world. Even that we saw last time that Intel 25% of their year-to-year revenue comes from China. I don't know how they're going to do in terms, I don't know, lobbying, because lobbying works in the United States. I don't know what they're going to do there to stop this thing that is happening between this. To a certain degree, I understand why they want to stifle a little bit there because of the AI stuff and the potential applications that the AI accelerators can have. But yeah, again, this is going only to increase like black market stuff, like illegal imports and exports of stuff around, because somebody will be able to go around and buy some things and then import to where supposedly it's not supposedly should have the countries that shouldn't have this regarding the export controls there. It's only going to increase black market stuff and illegal illegal imports and exports of things that are being basically trying to be controlled by the government of the United States. It's a little bit like everything. When you have a market that has high demands, especially from consumer part there, if you're trying to ban stuff, people will find a way to go around and circumvent the laws that are banning the stuff that people want. To a certain degree, it's like the medication, the drug stuff. We saw a lot. This is a little bit offshoot of this has nothing to do with technology, but got a lot of things with drugs stuff. For example, we got I remember seeing some news regarding one of the main things was penicillin. People were driving to Mexico to try to get around penicillin cheaper in Mexico or in even Canada. Because the prices in the United States were so high that people couldn't afford it. They were taking like half doses. Some people were not taking this kind of stuff. You know, when you start to try to manage things in this way, people will try to find a way to get what they need. And I'm talking about drug stuff, which is medication. It is an essential stuff. And of course, in terms of these kind of things like chips and everything in hardware and software, it's an high demand, mainly by the fact that the companies need these kind of things to work and function. I think the long trend is they just trying to go a battle, and this will not only affects the consumer and only creates bigger black market stuff there, an alternative market that is not being regulated, and probably criminal activity will increase because when you have black market stuff happening, things are a little bit unbound by the law, and yeah, usually this will not go well to the companies itself because they are not able to do the money they want to. And with the black market, you're just introducing new intermediaries on the system there. They will sell the product by the same, and there is somebody that is getting rich out of it. And by the end, the final consumer on those banned markets, let's say, they will have to pay more for it, and nobody is gaining a lot of money because what you're doing in the system is just introducing new intermediaries to get around and get the product that you want or need. This is not good. Hopefully they can get around and solve this issue. Again, I don't know how, but by starting not trying to stifle this. This is just, it's not even delaying, because what they are when you start sanctioning like big countries like this one, like China, Russia, and all the stuff, you're only going to incentivize that they start doing the things on their own, be more self-sufficient regarding this kind of technologies, and when they reach a critical mass of being completely independent of that, I don't think it will work out very well. People tend to forget that, for example, in terms of this manufacturing thing, we got, for example, one of the big ones, which is in Taiwan, the TSMC and other chip manufacturers. If they will come to a point there that somebody will, China will take control of that by, I assume they want peaceful means, they would just they can to a certain degree stop the export of the chips themselves. They just go there and just, okay, you will stop making chips for, let's say, NVIDIA, AMD, even Apple. And now Apple doesn't have their iPhones to sell, their iPads. AMD will not have the chips to sell. Same thing with Intel, because the high-end chips are mostly manufactured there. Yeah, it's not good, because when it comes when it comes to that level, it's not going to be a pretty sight to see. But yeah, continue with that. We got, at least NVIDIA is releasing what they call Streamline 2.4.0 SDKs and DLSS 3.7.0. Again, this is like the new versions of the stuff there, especially with the upscaling technology and algorithm stuff there. Got added the new library there. This is already like in a preview mode. But yeah, supposedly they are probably preparing to launch the new version, so DLSS 4 with the RTX 50 series, at least seems to go in that direction. Similarly, this one, it has more improved it's improved in terms of quality. So supposedly that has better motion clarity and less smearing, which is one of the big issues with the upscaling technology. Mainly because it, especially with NVIDIA, the AI deals with the motion vectors. So the more tight tune they can get there, the less of a smearing effect you have on the image itself. So it seems they are improving on that side. But yeah, hopefully they will be able to integrate themselves with DirectSR, which is the API to DirectX 12 side of things of the API there, to be implemented better on games there. But yeah, they are very closed in terms of how the software is and documentations, but hopefully it at least will be easier to implement there. On the other hand, AMD is still promises to open more in terms of the open source parts of the software. It provides more documentation for hardware. Again, we got the ROCm, which is basically a Radeon open compute platform. I think they are going, because they are a smaller company than NVIDIA, they need to open up a little bit more on their side of things, so it's more accessible, so they can open the market to have more persons using this and of course buying their own chips. But they are implementing even more documentation for support and troubleshooting for the client's parts there, which is good to see. This ROC platform also already supposedly can handle with the 7900 XTX, XT and the GRE. Because this is going to be good in terms of at least support for AMD hardware, especially on the AI accelerator part there, and how the software can be integrated there with third-party people, not like huge companies that already have like specialized people from AMD to do their proper support, but the people that are like small companies that just buy this off the shelf, let's say, and afterwards for the support, third-party people, if they have documentation to support themselves for troubleshooting or maintenance or whatever it is, they can have a better handling of the situation, and that increases more the probability of them selling more stuff from AI accelerators and as such. But yeah, it's good to see that they are opening up a little bit more, even though of course some stuff might be proprietary, so they are not going to open source everything, but they are opening up a little bit more and providing documentation for people to it's like an instructions book, let's say, and troubleshooting guides there. And finally, in terms of industry, Lexar storage products from SSD, micro SDs, SD cards, and flash drives, and more stuff here. They are up to 47% off on Amazon. Again, I suppose this is more in line with Amazon US. Again, Lexar, it's pretty good company regarding memory-wise. The DDR5 that I have on my PC is a Lexar. I think it's Lexar 80s. It's a strange one because this one supports XMP and the AMD thing there, which I completely forgot the name of. The technology that is similar to XP, so overclock your DDR there. It can handle both. I don't have any issues with the DDR stuff from my part, and they had good reviews that specifically modules. Yeah. And of course, as a company in terms of memory, they are pretty good. I don't see complaints regarding this. And again, you got on Amazon, they got here their links. I think this is affiliate links from WCCF Tech. But then again, with the prices projected to increase on memory-wise, everything that has memory on the market will increase throughout this year. So if you have a discount here, almost 50% off, I think it's a good opportunity to check those and improve and expand your storage on your devices. On gaming front, I don't have a lot of stuff here, just have this one. Supposedly the ESRB description of the Shadow of the Erdtree is basically a copy-paste from the main game in terms of the rating summary. Which sounds good. It's in line with they are promising on Shadow of the Erdtree, so it's going to maintain the same kind of things there. But yeah, they just were lazy and they copy pasted there. Again, no more news regarding this. It's just a curiosity thing here. Again, it will come out June 21. I made something that I usually don't recommend on doing on any kind of game, which is I basically pre-ordered the DLC immediately when it came out. Again, I've been playing the game. I think it's the only company from software. I think at the moment in time it's the only company that I don't advise it, but at least personal that I can trust that they're going to bring out a good product. Mainly from the historic, how they've been launching games and supporting games, and how they do what they do. They under promise and over deliver. It's one of the main reasons that they and also the philosophy of Miyazaki on how to go about doing games, even like games that are not very well, I don't know, loved per se. For example, Sekiro, it's a very underrated game from what I understand, but it's more in line with it's more technical. Not technical that I want to say. You need it's a skill-based game, let's say, while other games usually tend to be class-based. So you choose a class and you perfect that class for you to play around that game. While Sekiro, it's a more skill-based. You need the skills to get good on the game. But yeah, I made something that I usually recommend not doing, and I stick to basically every time that I do that, not pre-order stuff. But in this case, it's one of those that I pre-ordered the Shadow of the Erdtree. But yeah, can't wait until the 21st of June and see if I can manage to go around and put myself in a good position in game to start the DLC there. But yeah, basically in terms of news, this is it. Got some gaming deals. We got again Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. It's on sale, 75% off. It's been usually what this price goes about here in all platforms. Again, very positive, very underrated game. Seems to have a pretty good story and good gameplay, so it's a recommendation from everywhere that I watch the reviews for this game. It's a recommendation, especially at this price point. We got also the continuing of No Man's Sky, 50% off. Again, they launched recently the Orbital update. I don't know what it entails here, but again, they been updating the game. With each big update, it's improving the game itself. So it's good to see that the support after launch, it's been pretty good. We got also continuing Death Stranding, Director's Cut. Again, this is the version that I have. I think this game I managed to claim it for free with Epic Game Store a lot of months ago. But yeah, it's one of those that is on the back burner for me to stream. Again, after I finish with Elden Ring, I will try to do this, continue playing this game. We got also Liza Pi, 30% off. And we got also the deluxe edition is also 30% off. It's not that much, I don't know what it brings. Got the deluxe upgrade, I don't know what it brings here. It's got some mixed results here. I don't know if this is just like a tire stuff. I don't think they have like content DLC content, playable content on the DLC, on the extra thingy there. And lastly, on Steam we got the Dredge, not the Dredge, just Dredge, 30% off. Again, Lovecraftian kind of a story here with some fishing mechanics. Very positive reviews all over the place. It seems pretty good. I think it's a recommendation. I will try it one of these days for sure, when I have time. On GOG, we got Wartales, very similar to Jagged Alliance in terms of how it plays itself. We got the band of mercenaries going around, roaming out the world and accepting missions, and got the squad management and camp management and all that stuff. Seems a pretty good one. We got also Tomb Raider Game of the Year edition, so this is the first Tomb Raider here. They don't have on GOG the other two at the moment in time, but at least you got the first one. Again, 80% off. Has all the DLC integrated already, so I think it's a good buy here. Got also the Evil Within series. Again, should have like a couple of hours at least, like 12 hours at the time of the publishing of this video. I can recommend at this price point the Evil Within and the Evil Within 2. I can also recommend around this price point. Again, it's not going to be Resident Evil, but it's got its own twists and turns. And I did a gameplay series on both of these games. And lastly, we got Control Ultimate Edition. Again, the same price of $10. When it goes on deal, it's usually this price. And it got both expansion and all extra content. I bought this on Steam. Yeah, this version I bought it on Steam when it came a few months ago, last year. It's one of those that it's on back burner also to do a series on. I want to check I need to replay Alan Wake. Make a series on Alan Wake and then play this game because it has some connections. I'm not sure which ones. And then supposedly Alan Wake 2 also has some connections with Control, and supposedly Control 2 will continue the expanded universe there. And yeah, basically this is what I got for you today. Yeah, I'm just going to wrap up with my plug on my Patreon for extra support. The extra support will be at this moment in time more directed for extra storage. This is for me to be able to get backups of stuff that I do for my clients, and of course extra space for the videos that I do for the channel. And with all that said, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one. So until then, Kunamy Master out.